The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's January 26th. The year is 2023, and it's 5:31 right now, Steph.
Hello, Thursday.
All right, before you get in here, so I get in around 3:30, and then I try and do some news things and just prepare some stories and just get ready for the news for the morning type of thing. And this morning, as I was preparing one of the newscasts, I had trouble with one of the sentences that I prepared. And so I was just like sounding it out. So I sound confident and I'm ready for it once it comes time to do it like live in the morning.
Yeah.
And the recorder was going as
Yes.
I was like sounding it out. And you want to hear me struggle with a sentence?
Yes, please.
Premier Danielle Smith is accusing the CBC of defamation after they published a story linking her office to alleged judicial interference. To allege judicial to allege judicial Anyway, so that's me at like 4 a.m. It was one of those words where you're like, is that how you say it? You start to second guess yourself, and then you have to Google it, and you're like, yeah, that is how you say it.
Yeah.
Okay, you try it. Allege judicial interference.
You still can't say it. Is it not alleged?
Alleged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying that. Okay.
Judicial is the one that I'm having trouble with.
Okay.
You say it.
Alleged judicial.
Now say it fast. You can't say it like that in a newscast.
Alleged judicial.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But now I'm wondering if I'm saying judicial wrong. Is it judicial?
This is what I was
judicial. Alleged judicial. I don't know.
Anyway, so if you hear something weird in the news this morning, it's because I'm second guessing myself the entire time. Steph, how is your drive to work this morning? Because it's turning out to be an interesting day weather-wise.
It was extremely rainy. I had to leave my wipers on the entire time because on top of the fact that it was falling from the sky, it was also splashing up from the road. Like, it was wet.
Weird. What time do you usually drive to work?
About 4:40 to 5 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I walked to work around 3:30. There was no rain yet, but it was really windy out, and I could there was that vibe in the air where you're just like, this is going to be a weird day.
Yeah, I can feel it in my bones.
I remember waking up this morning, and I could just hear the wind cracking outside my door, and I was like, oh, man, I haven't heard that in like a month, like just strong wind like that. And just taking a peek at the forecast right now, it is so weird just reading through it. So like chance of rain this morning, so that's already happening.
Yeah.
Wind gusting to 60 kilometers per hour.
Oh my gosh.
So heads up on that one. And then we're sitting around +3, so we're plus temperatures. And then as the day moves along, whether that be 10, 11 a.m. into the afternoon, slowly going to turn into snow this afternoon and evening.
Oh no.
And then the wind's going to be ripping around, and the wind chill's going to go to like -17. And snow overnight, and then tomorrow like -24.
So from +3 today to -24 tomorrow.
Yeah, in like 24 hours. So we're in for a very interesting 24 hours here. People who like experience migraines, isn't there this like their nightmare, like drastic temperature change and stuff?
I think so. We're thinking of you, and also we're thinking of the people who are driving today. If you are out on the roads, please be careful. And if you do have the unfortunate experience of witnessing an accident or being in one, please let us know so we can tell everyone else to avoid the area. Public pools. They're a pretty cool place. A lot of times they have some neat slides and things like that, diving boards. But then there's also like kind of the gross side of public pools.
I just try not to think about that. It's like, I'm going to the pool. I've already made my decision. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to enjoy it.
That is a very wise thing to do. And I think I try to do that as well. Even being a germaphobe, I was fully ready to get in the pool last night.
Very surprised by all of this.
Well, not 5 minutes into arriving, I was standing on the sidelines. My girl guides and I were there. They were getting all excited. They're in the water park area. And all of a sudden, the lifeguards start yelling, okay, everybody, hit the showers. Get out, hit
Closing
the showers.
It early?
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh, we've still got an hour and a half left of Girl Guides. What are we going to do with these kids?
Yeah.
That's
how we tire them out. Keep them busy. You can't be closing the pool.
Exactly. This was our plan for tonight. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And the lifeguard said, oh, someone pooped in the pool.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then, of course, I just think, like, I just dodged the biggest bullet, because if I was in that pool with poop.
No.
Oh, dear. So I find out that they're going to close it for the whole night because they now have to, like, really, drain the water.
Yeah, you can't have the
in.
particles spreading to every little water flow that it touches.
Yeah, awful. So gross. And so kids go shower. Now they're in different pools. And I am just like, wow, what a disappointing event to happen in your first 5 minutes of being in the pool. And then a lifeguard came over and she was just like, all right, you can go back over there. And I was like, what? What happened? Like, where'd the poo go? And she was like, false alarm. It was just a big Band-Aid.
Oh, just another gross thing. Great.
Nightmares. We all have them. But the other day I was chatting with a friend and they told me I had such a nightmare last night, and it's a recurring one. And so I was gearing up to be scared. I was like, okay, I guess I can handle this. Explain it to me vividly what happened. And they said that they used to work at a liquor store, and they worked nights, and their job was to match the inventory list to the stock. And so they would have to count bottles all night long. And they said their nightmare is that they always count wrong, and they have to recount, and they count wrong again, and it just goes over and over again. And I was like, is that a nightmare?
I think so. I think it's like a PTSD, like past work trauma nightmare. I think that's common with a lot of people, where you just like, you were haunted by a previous work experience and it recurringly shows up in your dreams all the time.
Okay.
Or, in this case, nightmares all the time.
Forgive me for judging. Like, I've certainly had dreams when I used to work at Tim Hortons. I sometimes would go on a short change, so I'd work 3 to 11, have to be back 7 to 3. And then I would dream all night that I was in drive-thru, and I'd be like, I didn't get a break at all. I don't know if I would call that a nightmare or annoying. I had an annoying dream.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just the way you word it, if it's a nightmare or if it's an annoying dream. But I think it's just like it's dealing with like the past PSD of like a previous work experience.
Yeah, and I guess my amazing part about it is this person like loves horror movies and watches them all the time. Like, just like loves to be scared, will save it for when it's dark out, and on and when they can turn the sound up really loud. And then their nightmare is counting liquor bottles. Chatting about nightmares this morning. Everybody has a different one, the scary point in their nightmare that they're afraid of. What happens in yours, Sean?
Yeah, 780-791-1037. You can text or call in. Mine has to do with wildlife. And I think it dates back to about like 5 years ago when I ran into a grizzly bear in Jasper.
Yep.
And I think I probably need to go to therapy because it just keeps on showing up. Or it's not like a reoccurring like every month, and I also don't remember a lot of my dreams or nightmares, but the ones that I do remember always involve a bear of some sort, a vicious animal of some sort, just running into them, getting stalked by them in my nightmares.
That is
And just like reliving the experience almost. And then I've just run into like bears here every now and then. I'm just like, why me? Why me?
Yeah, I don't see bears out unless I'm in the safety of my car usually. My reoccurring nightmare is...
Don't you like smash your teeth in or something?
Yes, I smash my teeth. It's the worst. I always trip on something and I smash my teeth off concrete. And it's always a ledge. Like, it's like, oh, I tripped on something and my face fell into a pothole and my teeth hit just the edge of it. Or a curb, or I'm running up concrete stairs and I bite a step. Like, it is...
This is an everyday fear of yours. I remember when we went rollerblading like 2 years ago and you're like, oh, I'm going to hit my teeth on the ground or something. I'm like, what? I've never thought about that when I've gone, well, maybe because, humble brag, I'm an expert. But I'm just like, I've never thought, like, are you going to wear a mouth guard out there? Like, what are you going to do?
I have, like, greatly considered getting a mouth guard. I don't know why teeth, like, you feel like you would probably hit your nose first before you hit your teeth, but the teeth are the thing that just scares me so much.
Season 5 of The Circle has been out since around Boxing Day. I finally got around to it, and I finished it last night. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I'm just going to say every season makes me cry.
Okay, I was going to say hashtag no spoilers because I'm only on episode 3 and I will fight you.
Circle message. Whoever the casting director is for The Circle, it has to be the same person every season because they crush it. They find people who are relevant in whatever we're going through in the year, or just people who have good backgrounds and good stories. Like one of the main people, or one of the original people that was casted was a woman named Raven, and she's part of the deaf community, and she just doesn't want her being deaf to be the main focus. She just wants someone to be deaf to be on a show type of thing, and to have like the awareness, and just to show that people who are deaf can do everything that someone who isn't deaf can do. And so just to hear her story and her background on everything, it's just like pulls on my heartstrings a little bit. And then it's not just people with backgrounds and stories to tell. These people are alone in a room for, I want to say, 2 or 3 weeks while they film, probably.
Yeah, it is like 3 full weeks of being by yourself, and then them just being like, cameras are coming down, and you're like, okay, here I am by myself, and a voice just talks to you.
And so you need to cast someone who is very comfortable with telling a story and can make it entertaining. And they crush it. Every year, every season, it's just entertaining nonstop, and the production team does a great job putting it all together. And it's probably one of my favorite shows that comes out whenever it comes around.
Totally. So I guess that's both a shining endorsement for The Circle. Go watch it. Start at season 1 if you haven't.
Yeah, just take in every season. I don't think it matters what you kind of watch it in, although there's like some references from like past seasons, just little tiny things here or there. Nothing major. You can definitely get the gist of it all. And glowing recommendation if you're looking for something to watch.
Yeah, they have those words, foster fail, and it's where you foster a dog and then you keep it because you're like, you're just so cute and I just love you so much. You fit into our family. And yesterday we almost had a pet of the week day fail.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It was so close. We had the puppy Michigan come in from the SPCA.
Yeah. And he was like the most adorable little dog who was so calm, and he just loved me the most, and he just would come and sit on my lap, and I was like, perhaps I need to take you home with me. I think you have to come and live at my house.
He was really nervous coming in, like shaking, and then you showed some motherly love, and he's just like, yep, this is my home. I am comfortable in your arms, and that's all I want to do. And now, usually on SPCA Pet of the Weekday, I go above and beyond to try and win the dog's love. Couldn't do it this go around.
Yeah, and Sean will like crawl on the ground, and the dogs usually are all over him, and I can't get any love. And this dog, oh my goodness, it knew. It was like, I need to show off my best cuteness overload. And so I sent some pictures of the dog to my husband.
Oh,
he
yeah.
got home from work yesterday. I made him watch the entire Facebook Live video we do where the dog just left my lap, walked over to the camera, and then just walked solely back to me.
Yeah, just comes back to me.
Yeah, where you tried to woo it over to you.
Come here. Just like, no.
Yeah.
We got mom over here. She's going to hold me.
Exactly. And I was like, oh my gosh, Sky, look at this dog. And I said, maybe we should just go visit him. I was like, let's just go say hi and let him know he's not alone at the SPCA.
That's right.
And he was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. He's like, I know what you're trying to do.
He's like, if we go to the SPCA tonight, I think we will be then going to the pet store to buy all the supplies we need to bring Michigan home.
Oh, so it got close? Where did the talks go from there?
It got so close, but then it got to like, I really hate picking up poop, and like, I don't really like dog hair in my house, and let's just go say hello to him.
It's better when it's someone else's dog. That's what it came down to. You love the temporary visits. It's like the uncle auntie type of thing.
Exactly. I'll come and spoil your dog, but then I'm going to leave it with the sugar high and you. Bye, Michigan. I hope you find a home.
So, guess who bought an automatic car wash ticket about 2 or 3 weeks ago and didn't use it?
3 guesses in the first 2 don't count. Sean?
Yeah, 100% I did. And I was going to do it yesterday, but then I watched The Circle instead. And then I had like 2 episodes left. And then by that time, it was like 8 o'clock, and that's my bedtime. And so I just didn't get around to it yesterday. And now I don't know. It says it expires today. So I don't know if it expired at like midnight or like 11:59 last night, or if I have until 11:59 tonight.
You must have until 11:59 tonight. I haven't seen any Facebook anger about car washes expiring early, so I have to imagine that you can use it today. However, of all the days to wash your car, the day that it's freezing rain, maybe snow, roads are terrible, and you're like, you know what I want to do? Get in my car on purpose to take it to get even more wet.
Yeah, we tried to plan this out. We talked about this like last week, and it was like, okay, the future forecast, it looks like it's not going to be that sloppy here, so then I can get in here and then do underground parking and then preserve it. And then now I just procrastinated and it didn't work in my favor.
Oh, man. Well, Sean, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm looking forward to an update tomorrow. Hopefully you can get out of your car after it freezes shut.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.